Memories of Matsuko.
Memories of Matsuko.
I've heard of this. I don't think I've seen it though.
Memories of Matsuko is a film that I actually rewatched. So I watched it ages ago. But I rewatched it this year, and I think it's now on my 3x3 of like my favorite films of all time.
Oh, wow.
Rewatching it. It is a film that basically shows the life story of Matsuko. It's a fictional film, so it's not like a biography or anything like that. But it shows the life story of this woman living the most depressing fucking life of all time. Every man she meets betrays her, gets her more depressed.
I've seen this.
Yeah, this looks really familiar. I think like maybe like my mum's friend or something was like really big into this film.
They didn't remake this, but it basically shows her life story. So it's like a really, really depressing story, but it's told in the most light-hearted, happy way you can imagine, right?
Japan is so good at that. Like, it's like I think I saw like a whole video on it. It's like they're really good at doing it in like their films and like music. I think it's called like Positive Melancholy or something.
Yeah.
Where it's like it feels lighthearted, but then when you actually think about it, it's like, nah, this shit's mad depressing.
Oh no, this
I don't know how they do it.
This shit has it all. Like fucking abusive relationships, betrayal, sex work, drugs. Pretty much she goes through the checklist of everything bad that can happen.
She's doing a live speed run.
She is doing a live speed run of just like of just ruining her life. But it's like you say, it's told in such a happy, positive way. There are these like weird musical numbers where they kind of go into like, 80s city pop. There's like 90s R&B, going through like her life in like prison and shit like that. Right. And when she joins a soapland, and I don't know what it is about the emotions in this film, but I fuck with it.
I'm sold, man.
Yeah. It's if I had to, like, the closest thing I could think of in anime is the scenes that Hideaki Anno loves, where it's like in Evangelion, where it's combining the most traumatic shit with like some soft, like weird ass music that goes with it, whimsical music that comes with it, and that mess of emotions you get when you combine the two. That is this film in a nutshell.
Right. It's like you don't know how to feel throughout like different scenes. Yeah,
you don't know how to feel during different scenes, and it ties everything together right at the end, because you know what's going to happen, because the film starts off not even from her perspective, but it's from her nephew's perspective, and her nephew visits her house because he finds out her aunt has passed away.
Right.
And so you know how the film is going to end. It doesn't have a good ending.
Right.
But holy shit, I fucking cried so much during this, man.
Oh,
this is
I'm sold. I'm sold.
This to me is a masterpiece film, and very few films can make me feel the emotions.
2006.
This film. Yeah, 2006.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm down.
Yeah.
What else we got?
So just a few things left.
Late Night with the Devil.
Late Night with the Devil.
So spoiler, this is also on my 3x3.
Oh shit! No fucking way!
This movie is fucking sick.
Hell yeah, man!
It's so good.
Hell yeah!
Okay, did something happen with this film? Because I was going to watch it, but then I saw a bit of controversy around it.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like am I crazy? Am I imagining this? But I wanted to watch this, and then I just never heard about it.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Now
I'm going to hear about it.
This movie's rad.
Tell
It's
me
so
about
Yeah,
cool.
I mean, I watch horror films via osmosis because I am married to Sydney. So Sydney shows me a lot of horror films, and I like one out of every film that she shows. one per year. Last year, I think it was like The Menu. This year, it was Late Night with the Devil, and it basically follows this fake late night TV show, right? Follows this guy who is desperate for views, desperate for ratings. And the concept of this late night TV show, and it's shot exactly like a late night TV show, is that he invites
from like the 70s.
Yeah, from like the 70s. He invites this girl on who is apparently possessed by the devil, right? And the way this film plays out, there are two real parts of this film. There is there is the TV show side of things where you are literally viewing this like you are watching a 70s late night TV show. But every time they cut to commercial, you see it flips perspective and you see everything happening behind the scenes as well.
Yeah,
right?
cool.
And
so the quality like improves like a 2020s film, and it's like widescreen, but like during the actual like programming, it's in like letterbox. And like
that's
old
nice.
70s type of show.
And the more that the film goes on, the more that things just seem off. Like more weird things keep happening, and it keeps building up and building up. But because the main character is like he like needs the ratings, like he forces the show to go on no matter how weird things get. Course. And the tension just builds and builds. And you get to a point where sometimes one of my favorite things that they added to this is they added this skeptic character who is basically like, let's say Darren Brown, but just 10 times more of an asshole.
Got it.
Yeah.
And he has this segment where he starts like hypnotizing the audience and hypnotizing people just to prove that everything weird that's going on is being faked.
Yeah.
This girl is not possessed. She's
and there's like some kind of logic to everything.
Yeah, there's a logic to everything. And things just keep getting weirder and weirder until everything just comes together.
Okay.
And
I'm hyped. I'm sold.
It is so trippy.
If you like analog horror, this is it. This is analog horror as a film.
I mean, I'm not a huge horror guy. I think I've said in the show, but I'm very much down to give it a shot.
I'm absolutely not a horror person either. But out of all of the ones that I was forced to watch, because Aki also loves horror films, I watched this during like the October, so like Halloween month. And this movie was so good.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm sold, boys.
Such a trippy, such a cool, unique idea for a movie.
Yeah, it's so trippy. It made me feel sad because I finished this and I was like, I want to see more films that are like this.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to find something that was like that gives me a similar feeling of this kind of like analog horror. Of this reality, TV show reality versus weird shit happening behind the scenes. But yeah, highly recommend it. We all hate horror. I do not like horror at all, and this was great.
This one was good.
I watched a lot of horror films, most of them non-consensually.
Can I watch it before bed, or is it too scary?
I watched it before bed and
Would I pee my bed?
I had no poop in my pants.
Yeah,
so it was
I don't
good.
even think it was like scary.
Yeah.
It was just
Like good.
unsettling.
It's creepy.
that's good.
Yeah,
It
That's
was
good.
creepy, unsettling,
I like
which
that.
is the kind of horror that I love.
Yeah, me too.
It's really unsettling.
It's just like the kind of batshit insane horror.
And if it's on both your 3x3s, I mean, I have to watch it now.
And finally, this is my yearly reminder.
Trails.
Really yearly reminder for Trails to Azure, which is the latest Trails on my list.
All right, how many Trails games have you made it through so far? When did this journey start? Like a year ago?
2 years ago, I think.
2 years already?
Yeah, it's been 2 years.
hell.
I have averaged 2 to 3 games per year, so I played 2 games this year.
Damn.
And Trails to Azure it's fucking great. I've heard from a lot of people that this is one of the peaks of the series, and I can wholeheartedly say that this was fucking amazing. And this is my favorite one so far, and everything this has made playing through all of the games previously worth it, because this was
How many hours you put into this series? You can just throw a number, guesstimate.
Well, how many hours on average per game?
Probably like 40 to 50.
Yeah, that sounds about
40
right.
to 50 hours per game.
And you played how many of the games?
This is the 5th game in the series. So
as a fellow JRPG player, I am proud of you.
yeah,
That's
so
such
I've
an
put like
insane amount of
200-ish,
hours.
200-ish.
10 days straight.
Yeah, 200-ish hours into this game series. I'm not going to stop, but suffice to say, the amount of twists and turns within the series, I think this arc that was presented in the series is the cleanest arc, because it's only 2 games and you're following far less characters, so the writing is a lot tighter. And there is a certain point in this where literally everyone in the previous games like comes together along with future characters for the games as well. And all they do is they come together and they have a meeting. And it was hype. It was hype.
It's like, yo, was that guy from that game?
It was they come together, have a big old massive meeting, and I was like, yo, this shit hype, man. Just seeing these characters interact with each other, and it was basically like the Revelry from One Piece, if you know that One Piece arc.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, that is my yearly reminder that I'm still playing Trails.
Okay.
And if you're not playing Trails, if
I'm not
talking to you,
never
Connor.
gonna play
I'm
Trails.
talking to the people who will want a payoff that is worth investing 200 odd hours.
Yeah, I'm
in.
really kind of upset that you said that, because it's just like every time you talk about Trails, I'm just like, I have to.
Like
I
I
have to
like I
resist.
trust you that it's good.
Yeah.
That's too much.
I know. But there is a certain group of people that will get what I'm saying, and I'm saying this shit is worth it. This shit is worth
I'm
the
saving
investment.
this one for retirement,
This
boys.
everything.
It's gone on the retirement list.
Yeah.
Everything you've heard One Piece say about One Piece and it being worth the journey. This is the exact same thing for JRPGs, man.
All right.
Shit, man.